Now to the fires in California. The Kincaid fire burning north of San Francisco is now 70% contained. In the south, evacuation orders are starting to lift for thousands of residents forced from their homes by the Maria fire in Ventura County. Video from a fire camera purports to show the moment the fire ignited on Thursday. The possibility that Maria was sparked by a re-energized power line is under investigation. That fire has destroyed more than 10,000 acres and is not contained. The forecast does call for calmer winds today, which may help the firefight. But for homeowners confronted with the increased fire threats and evacuations, there is another danger: the inability to get insurance. Here's Carter Evans.
Most of the homes destroyed in California's recent wildfires were covered by insurance, but now the owners of the homes left standing,
when the wind starts to blow like this, do you get concerned?
Always, yes.
Are being financially burned. Frances Mann Craig is among at least 350,000 Californians whose fire insurance policies have been canceled. She had the same coverage for 18 years.
I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars in premiums and insurance and never gotten a cent back.
Now she's scrambling to find coverage, as is Kathleen Hart, a 14-year policyholder.
Never made a claim, never had any issues.
And Pato Coffee.
You've lived here 25 years. Have you ever had any trouble getting insurance before this?
No, not at all.
But as wildfires in California get worse, insurance companies are limiting their exposure in fire-prone areas. They've paid more than $24 billion in claims in just the past 2 years.
Can you understand it from the insurer's perspective? Last year, they paid out almost double what they took in on premiums.
That's why you're in the insurance business. Sometimes you rake in the dough, and sometimes you pay people that have invested their income in you for years.
Fire insurance is still available, but at an exorbitant price.
Just under $19,000.
A year?
A year.
$19,000, and you were
Right.
paying $3,800 before?
Correct.
Rising premiums are pricing people out of their homes, despite efforts to fireproof their properties. O'Coffee even installed her own water tanks and fire hydrant.
They inspected my property 3 years ago and gave us an A+ rating, but they wouldn't even pull that report out of their files.
No one's come to my house to look at what I've done. We are constantly trimming trees, cutting back trees. We have a volunteer fire department in our neighborhood.
It sounds like you're very proactive homeowners.
Yes.
It's awful, and it's frustrating.
California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara says it's time for action, except
We don't have that authority yet.
Many people are receiving cancellation notices right now, and this is the peak of fire season. They're terrified.
Without expressive statutory authority from the legislature, our hands are tied.
You're the insurance commissioner. You should have some power to do something.
We are asking for that power.
until then, homeowners like Francis feel powerless, one fire away from financial disaster.
So do you feel betrayed by your insurance company?
Absolutely betrayed.
This week's fires will surely bring a flood of new claims, and insurance isn't just important for rebuilding, it's required if you have a home with a mortgage. And just imagine trying to sell a home in a fire risk area that's virtually uninsurable. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Carter Evans, Los Angeles.
I lived in California. I understand what it's like to live on the coastline, in the hills. I mean, you are in danger everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's a story I heard about every time I was out there covering wildfires the past couple of years. I mean,
hurricanes also. This is a hurricane issue, a flooding issue also.
Any river, if you live along it, you're in danger. Flood zones. All right.